Hey guys, my name is Ryan. Welcome to Overwatch Central. I have a bit of a cough. I really want to cough right now. But she's here and she's so pretty. Look at her. So what this is, I'll just quickly show you. We've set up a custom lobby with people in the Scrim Central community. Scrim Central is a group of people that play together, practice together in a 6v6 environment. So that's exactly what we're doing here. We're not going to queue for quick play in an attempt to try and get Bridget. We're going to lock her in pretty much straight away and show her in an actual competitive environment. We're going to start off on Nepal. Nepal's probably one of the best maps to show this on, really. And we get to show what Bridget can do. Just to go over her abilities, let's look over F1 real quick. Just so you can maybe pause the video there and have a look. Meanwhile, we're going to try and push on through. We'll play her down. What would be really good here is a Lucio. I feel that Bridget is going to be a support that really wants to be in this Death Ball-y kind of competition with the likes of Reinhardt, with the likes of Roadhog. It's going to be patchy gameplay, the first time that we're ever really going to see her in a competitive environment. But this is kind of how it's going to be. Like, it's quite exciting. It's like a support that plays like Reinhardt. So I'm going to give Reinhardt, who's a guy called Toph, a little bit of health there, but it's just trying to keep with the team. Other than that, it's quite difficult to sort of be able to do stuff. That's the knockback ability. So if I hold right click and then press left click, you have a bit of a shoulder barge button. Ignore my Discord in the background as I sort of do that. Meanwhile, I'm trying to give my team some health, and it's very difficult to do this. This is the name of her ability, which is Rally, which everybody around me gets a little bit of armor, I believe, as we're pushing in. You can see the aura, the orange aura on the ground if you pay attention. That's how Moira heals. So Moira does damage to heal and support her team. But now that we've got a glimpse of how she looks in battle, let's actually go over some specific stuff. So left click is this flail ability. It kind of acts like Reinhardt, but it's a bit more narrow. Her E ability heals people up and gives them a little bit of armor, which you're seeing in the bottom. The name of it being Repair Pack. So you have the whip. You also have something called Whip Shot, which is what I'll show now, which is a shift ability, and it acts as a knockback to knock people back straight away. So we'll try and find a decent target to do that to. Let's try and get it to Tracer. We missed, but you can understand how it's a bit more of a practice shot. Her right click is a shield here, and as I said, we've got this sort of ability here that can break through stuff. Let's give Reinhardt some healing here. We'll get picked off by the D.Va bot. So I think one of the major mistakes here, really, with running this lineup is not running Bridget with the likes of a Lucio or maybe even a Moira, just these closed range support heroes that are going to be able to do quite a lot. But generally how it works is you want to be able to do damage using your abilities to actually amp up healing around you, much like Lucio in fact. So we have a very good, one person support with Mercy being able to pick on people one by one, whereas I need to be able to be out there and get damage done. So I'm going to whack this Reinhardt a little bit, try and support my team. Maybe I should be giving my tanks the sort of thing going. I'm going to use Rally, but it wasn't enough to keep Reinhardt alive. I'm just going to keep whacking, keep trying to do damage. It'd be interesting to see if Bridget can actually block sort of damage going in. The knockback missed the fade. But this is going to be, she's going to be a really difficult hero to play. We can see the enemy Bridget on the attacking team being very aggressive with the use of her Rally, but it wasn't enough. See if we can see the aura anymore. But she's got very little long range. She's very much a holy paladin in a lot of senses with how she works, but she's like she's beautiful, like it's a design. There's no skins, there's no cosmetics going there. I think Miska's making a video going over the crux of the abilities. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, frankly, I wouldn't blame you. You could probably see a ton of videos going over what these abilities are going to be. We'll also be covering, going to give that to Reinhardt, we'll also be covering stuff like interactions between heroes as well. Nice bit of Swedish there. I'm sure when it comes to voice lines we'll get Miska to translate all that. That's the beauty of actually working. Oh, I can actually block this. It's completely unnecessary, but excuse me. Imagine blocking like an Earth Shatter just with your little teeny weeny. So that's a knockback. We saw it on the McCree there and how far he got knocked back. They're rallying in now, so we got to disengage a little bit. I'm going to give some healing to Reinhardt because he just charged in. So it kind of acts more like Zarya shields with that E ability and healing. So you just want to be able to do that whilst also doing a lot of damage to AoE heal as you're going in as well. I believe I've got that right. Going to pick up the kill, do this, block the high noon, as best as my abilities. Rallying on as well, just whacking stuff as it goes along. Try and do some healing, try and turn around. That's going to be a nice skill shot ability here as well. So it's nice to have another support with another skill shot ability. But it plays very interestingly. It's a little bit hard to gauge how much actual healing that you're doing. But you can see how annoying Bridget is going to be in the fight. She's going to be constantly involved. These fights are going to be very long, I believe, as well, if both teams are running this kind of thing. I'm on fire, but it honestly doesn't feel like I should be. What I mean by that, I don't feel like I did an awful lot there, other than just staying involved in the fight. But that was a very close round. It was, 100% to 95%, and that wasn't the best Bridget gameplay. In fact, I think that was pretty awful from my perspective. But you begin to understand where her role is on the team. She lives for these long fights. Shall we get a Lucio? Go full Death Ball. Because I'm thinking King's Row, I'm thinking Sanctum Nepal, this is why I wanted to show Nepal, because I wanted to show off what this game would look like with the, not Control Center, the Sanctum. Junkrats, Reapers aplenty. This is the kind of lineup that you maybe want to see. We've got triple supports, we still have that Mercy with Pal Assault, that's fine. Although, they're going Hog, now we're going that. So, the rest of the team is actually in a voice call. I'm not with them, for obvious reasons. I want to talk to you guys, but a big shout out to the guys at Scrim Central, Toff for organising this, who is the Reinhardt on our team, and also the Ouroboros guys, who are like a sort of community team of players that are sort of working together, so big shout out to them for being so quick on the ball to be able to sort of do this. The rotation of the abilities is going to be interesting to sort of see. I'm trying to find line of sight on somebody so I can heal them. Let's rally up, got that ability very quickly. Get the D.Va out of mech. Whack this Reinhardt a little bit, finish him off. So I imagine this combination with especially like a Reaper, if I manage to just what's the name of the ability again off the top of my head? Repair Pack. So if I repair Reaper constantly, it should be a good way to just sustain him and be able for him to push in and do a lot of damage. This hero's amazing. Like, this hero's the people that want to play stuff like Reinhardt that don't feel like they want to play Reinhardt anymore, especially with Sombra. Sombra's going to shut down Bridget as much as possible as well. So, kind of bad timing, I guess. I wonder if that acts like a CC as well. We have a Genji sort of pushed in the background. I heal a soldier, it means that Genji can't get his dashes. It's just a very good oh shit heal ability. And as you've seen, it does a good amount of it as well. So it's like a Holy Paladin with how this works. With how stuff goes in there as well. The aura on the floors, I'm trying to see if that's an actual thing. It's very hard to tell. I think Moira and Anna suffer from this quite bad as well when it comes to supports. Is if I say, like, we're going from Reinhardt's perspective here, how much is the Bridget actually being able to do? How much healing and support is she able to do as well? So they're rallying, so we need to be careful there. So I'm just going to try and finish her off while she got stunned. Very good Reinhardt ability there. There's also very little self-sustain other than her shield. So if you're very low on health, like in that situation where I'm like, oh, I actually tried to like armor myself up, there's not. Similar thing to Moira, but there is zero ability that can actually heal you up. Other than what I would assume is just holding left click and praying. Being able to do that AoE and healing yourself. Because that's the passive, right? Let's have a look at this. Move faster. Oh no, that's the ultimate. I'm really sorry. Inspire. Striking enemies will flail, heal. Yeah, my English is just broken there. Striking enemies with your flail heals nearby allies. But I don't know if it heals you.
Get behind me.
I need to be very careful here. I'm going to let the Reaper go forward a bit before I heal him. Acts as very much like a Zarya shield, I feel. Let's barrier here. I don't know if that gets blocked by enemy shields as well. One would assume. So I'm just going to keep flailing. You have all of these abilities that you can do as well. Leave it to D.Va. Just swipe on through. You have a Widowmaker. Bridget's going to be very good at not being picked off by that at all. Got hit with the left shift, which is the skill shot flail ability, which is there. And we can go from that. So they're going in this way. Let's just sort of sit back. I hope that this hero becomes meta, because this is like a perfect hero for what I want to play. Can I heal? I can in a second. Keep some Reaper alive. I think that's going to be big for him. Now we get to see this map being played on I have my dinner here. I have like some roasted chicken on my right. So I was like moving the plate out of the way discreetly. But like, this is really fun. This is very much the same levels as Moira with, oh, this hero is really cool. And really tanky support. Has a lot of 250 health, some of it being armor, 600 shield is ridiculous considering what Moira can do. Of course, once we get to play and practice with these heroes a little bit more, we'll go from there. I've been told that I'm throwing, but just this heal in itself, as somebody's really low, just being able to almost turn around the skill shot and get the right target, is going to be huge. I feel like, I keep wanting to say Moira, Brigitte in the right hands, and I hope she's not one of those heroes that people call me out for saying her name wrong. I pray. It's meant to be Bridget, not Brigitte, or whatever. These are situations, I'm just going to try and do that. You can see the little bit of damage it does. I can actually block a good amount of damage. It's also another hero that kind of wards off Reinhardt just a little bit. But it is a situation I was on 20 health, there was no way for me to heal myself. Or at least as far as I could tell. Very much the first time that I've played this hero, I'm going to put in a lot of hours onto this character, I feel. But much like Moira, I feel that Bridget's going to be a character that it's very hard to get a gauge on how well that you're actually doing. Because I've been on fire a couple of times and I'm like, well, I'm just being here, being annoying in the fight. And I guess it works very well in that situation. A bit of dink damage. Sort of sit back, I don't want to get hooked or anything like that. And I have no real like long range abilities. I use Rally, I don't have mine yet, which goes to show. I'm going to put that on the Reinhardt. This is where like it's almost like an off-tank support, and that sounds really ridiculous. But also main tanks, you have a bit of a shield as well. Like, I guess this is what Jeff Kaplan meant when this hero was going to be meta changed, or meta defining, because Bridget does so many different things. She's a utility support. She's very much like a flex support as opposed to a made one. But this is situations where I imagine Bridget isn't going to be very good. Just when the kind of fight's not very good on the point, fighting on the point, but trying to gain that element of momentum to try to push in, other than rally. Maybe I could knock the Reinhardt back. I was trying to knock him off the map, but I don't know how far that's going to knock him back. So I'm just going to keep swinging on him, do the same thing to Reinhardt as I have been doing. Block damage a little bit. Then knock that off. Try and hit the Tracer. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah. It's pretty good. I'm loving it. But I keep saying Moira because I feel that it hasn't been 4 months since Moira was launched at BlizzCon. And that's usually the telltale sign of a really good support, right? Moira has been a perfect hero in her launch. She hasn't been buffed or nerfed at all, I don't think, other than some minor changes. But I hope Bridget is in a similar fashion. She's not high mobility, especially when dive's going to be a thing. That's my Discord just before you check. Try and sort of push people through, try and block away from the Zarya. Just flail a little bit, do some healing. But we've done 9k healing in 10 minutes, so a k of healing per minute, there or thereabouts, probably 750 or so off the top of my head with maths. Maths was my strong suit. English wasn't, apparently. Well, we can kind of go from there and just sort of... This is the situation. Mine needs to back out a little bit. There's no disengage ability. Just got to sort of grim and bear it a lot. Try and heal up other people. We get a rally just in time, which gives us a good amount of support. Make sure that we don't get picked from that. Hold left click, try and heal somebody else. I think we've got attack flies going on at the same time. Try and stay in Lucius line of sight, because that's the only healing and support that we're going to get ourselves. I just got pinned straight out of there. So this is where Bridget's going to be pretty weak. Is when momentum's not going their way, when you're trying to push in cold, when you don't have control of the point, for example, but also different areas as well where just you have no self-sustain other than your shield. So being able to play Reinhardt is not mandatory, I'd say, but would help. Looks good on your portfolio for picking up Bridget. They're the kind of players that are going to do well. Main tanks or tank players that rely too much on game sense and not enough on mechanical aim, they're too scared to pick up Zenyatta and all that jazz. This is where this hero would look good. And also you're susceptible to stuff like that. Well, I'm kind of out on my own, which I shouldn't be. I'm going to knock that back. That acts as a bit of a knockback, I don't know how far, but this is where it's tricky. But as first, you know,
Back in the fight.
reactions go, I really like this hero, and I hope that you guys get to try her out as well. I would recommend if you want to play in more games like this, Scrim Central is an amazing community. I'll put all the description and stuff in there. I don't know who's going to get played a game here. Maybe it's going to be our newest hero. It's not, it's Tracer, that's boring. But thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you've learned quite a lot from seeing Bridget in a more competitive sort of area. Not quick play, this is how competitive would play, this is how she would look. And you see the areas where she's both good and bad. Let us know what you think in the comments below, and until next time, take care, we'll see you then.